Indeed, in the past few years, resolving the power problem has been top priority for the federal government of Nigeria. Maybe you'll permit me to give a brief update on the state of the power sector today, and perhaps a little glimpse into the very near future. Today, we have about 13,427 megawatts of installed capacity and an available capacity of about 8,342 megawatts. Now, this was achieved through the efforts of government and its private sector partners in the rehabilitation and commissioning of turbines in Shiroro, in Ogun, Delta Power, Saple, and Bahrain. Before the end of the year, new generation is expected from Bahrain, an extra 115 megawatts, Kashimbila, an extra 40 megawatts, Afam Fast Power, 240 megawatts, Gorara, another 30 megawatts, Dadinkowa, another 20 megawatts, and Kaduna, 215 megawatts. In the long term, several solar plants will come on stream. The national grid already has the capacity, as we are told, to transmit 7,000 megawatts, an increase from less than about 5,000 in 2015. Now, this is due to the completion of several transmission projects. We've been told by the MD already of TCN of the various transmission projects already completed and of course the improvements to transmission projects already done by the TCN. And also projects like the Ikot-Ekwene switching station and the completion of the Ikot-Ekwene Uguaji Makodi Jos loop, which was done by the NDPHC in 2017. But distribution capacity in the 11 discos are significantly low, hovering at around 4,000 megawatts on average, with a peak of about 5,400. So despite all the availability of about 8,000 megawatts of generation and 7,000 megawatts of transmission capacity, the lack of disco infrastructure to absorb and deliver grid power to end users has largely restricted generation to an average of about 4,000 and sometimes even falling below 4,000 megawatts. Now, part of the lack of infrastructure is the inability of discos, first, to provide distribution assets generally, but also metering. And you've heard, of course, of some of what the MDTCN has said about the inavailability of distribution assets and what he thinks government needs to do. But also, there's also the inability to provide even metering to consumers. Now, in resolving this issue, the federal government stepped in through NEC's Meter Asset Provider Regulation of 2018. This was essentially a regulation to provide metering through independent or third-party sources for consumers all across Nigeria. On May 1, 2019, MAPS commenced meter rollout. Over 250,000 applications have been received and processed by discos to date. And of course, that is supposed to be then forwarded to MAPS for installation. This figure is expected to quadruple by the end of 2019 and double again by the end of 2020, largely closing the current metering gap of about 5.3 million consumers. But it's evident, despite all the effort that has been put into trying to expand the national grid and do a lot more. And of course, we've also heard that there is a need to recapitalize the discos. But despite all the efforts so far that has been done, it's evident that the structure of the market today cannot deliver on the government's promises for power for domestic and industrial use. A substantial change of strategy is necessary. There is clearly a need for a change of strategy. What we've done in the past has taken us to a point where there is a clear need for a change of strategy. At the heart of that strategy is, first of all, as you've heard, recapitalization of the discos. The discos we have to simply come up with more resources, one way or the other. Part of that recapitalization process is in the Siemens phased electrification roadmap. And that's a roadmap, that's an electrification project that was commissioned, commissioned by the president just about 10 days or so ago. Now, the whole idea of the Siemens electrification roadmap is to deploy financing and technology on commercial terms agreed with transmission and distribution companies in partnership with the German government and Siemens to, in phase one, increase transmission and distribution capacity to enable power delivery of at least 7,000 megahertz to consumers. In phase two, to eliminate all the bottlenecks in transmission and distribution, to enable full utilization of existing generation of power to deliver at least 11,000 megahertz to consumers. And in phase three, to upgrade and expand generation, transmission, and distribution for end-to-end power delivery of 25,000 megahertz of power. Now, all of this, the Siemens electrification project, must not be seen as all there is to enhancing transmission and distribution. Just as been said, the TCN still has a major role to play in all the various projects that the TCN itself has dedicated itself to do it. At the same time, the DISCOs must come up with more capacity. They must simply come up with more resources to upgrade what they've been doing at the moment and to ensure that distribution assets are available, including metering. Second is the opening up of the market to new investors in generation, transmission, and distribution infrastructure, transacting directly with each other to serve willing customers, including the deployment of grid power and using microgrids, especially for deployment of solar power. We must ensure that we open up the space for other investors, for end-to-end generation to distribution. We cannot restrict the space to those who currently occupy it. We must ensure that we open up the space. Now, we've successfully done some of this kind of private deployment in Sabongari market, for example, in Kano, in Araria market in Aba, and recently we launched the first of several solar power plants in universities with the 2.8 megawatt plant at the Alex Ekweme Federal University in Ebonyi State. Over the course of the next few months, the Federal University of Petroleum Resources in Efurum Delta and the Bayero University in Kano will also have their own off-grid solar hybrid systems commissioned. In each of these placements, a private power provider is licensed to provide end-to-end power for a particular community or a cluster, usually on a willing buyer, willing seller basis. The policies and regulations to empower customers to get the services that they want at prices they agree to are largely in place. We already have the laws that enable willing buyer, willing seller arrangements, and there are different categories of those laws. The first is the Independent Electricity Distribution Networks 2012. Now that's the first of these regulations, and it allows for the installation of an independent distribution network with a minimum capacity of 1 megahertz where there is currently no distribution network, or where the existing distribution network is not sufficient to serve existing customers. So that's the first of the regulations that we have, and it enables private distribution of over 1 megahertz. The second is the Mini Grid Regulation 2016, which was issued on the 24th of May 2017, and it allows for underserved customers or unserved customers of a distribution company to be supplied power on agreed terms by a developer of a grid which is connected or of a grid connected or an independent electricity distribution system with an embedded power station of up to 1 megawatt of power. Then we have the eligible customer regulation issued on the 1st of November 2017. This also allows for unserved or underserved consumers of more than 2 megawatts of power to buy power on agreed terms directly from generating companies who have contracted with providers and operators of transmission and distribution infrastructures for its delivery. And the last is the Electricity Distribution Franchising Regulation. Now this is still in consultation and is preparatory to issuing the regulations that will govern it. And the whole idea of that is that it sets out the rules for a distribution company to appoint or to be compelled to seed customers, who will then, to seed customers to who will be connected to a 33 kV or 11 kV feeder or a designated area to an agent or a third party willing to make investments in the line, in either the lines, in metering, in transformers, and other equipment to serve the customers better at a mutually agreed tariff. Now, a lot of these policies, the whole idea of these policies is to create a regime whereby there can be more willing buyer, willing seller arrangements. It is, in my view, completely impossible to satisfy Nigeria's power demands from the national grid alone. There must be independent power suppliers, and this is why we have all these regulations for microgrid, we have all these other regulations for other willing buyer, willing seller arrangements. And that is the way by which we can go forward and ensure that we're able to serve many of the unserved or underserved communities that we have today. These policies, when fully implemented, will enable the opening up of the market to new investors in generation, in transmission, and distribution infrastructure, transacting directly with each other to serve willing customers. And this is the way by which the federal government will proceed to ensure that we give some more opportunity to existing discos and to other investors who may wish to serve Nigeria's market, a huge power market, which at the moment, of course, as you know, is terribly underserved. But back to today's landmark event. Electricity supply to Ogun State, especially along the axis of Ota, right up to Abeokuta, the state capital, was, as you've heard, initially via a double-circuit 132 kV line into Ota, supplied from a 330, 132, 33 kV grid transformer substation at Ikeja West, which served as a marshalling station for several power plants inflows into Lagos State. A 130 MVA, 130 megawatts MVA capacity substation was built at this Ota location for supply to Ota and the environs. Out of Ota, a single circuit lower capacity 132 kV line was built to connect Abeokuta via an intermediate 132/33 kV substation at Pakwalanto within the premises of Lafarge Cement Company. So the Abeokuta substation was also equipped with a 2x40 MVA 132/33 kV transformer for supplying Abeokuta and Zembaro. Over time, all these facilities, as you've heard, became overloaded and lacked the capacity to cater to growing demand in these locations. So this is why it necessitated, why government felt the need through the NDPHC to design a set of transmission projects to resolve these problems, and with its various segments which we have heard and which we've heard today. In particular, today we have a 1x60 MVA 132/33 kVA transformer. This is an addition to what we have in Ota, with associated switching bays and a dedicated 33 kVA substation to facilitate the 4 extra 33 kV feeders into Ota environment. We've also heard about our 7.5 long higher capacity 132 kV double circuit line to replace the old low capacity 132 kV single circuit line connecting Abeokuta. This new line, which carries 2 circuits in place of the pre-existing single circuit, was designed with switching facilities at Ota, Lafarge, and Abeokuta to accommodate the extra high capacity circuits that now exist along these routes.
It is noteworthy that this major visit of our dear Vice President is for nothing less than the commissioning of this landmark project. I also welcome to our dear state the MD/CEO of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, Mr. Usman Mohammed, the MD/CEO of the Niger Delta Power Company, Mr. Chiedu Ugbo, and the entire MDPHC team, the contractors that have successfully executed this project, and all other guests here seated. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as a government and people, let me express our great delight to be the host state of this laudable project. Although before this new project, we have had the 335 megawatt gas turbine power station at Olorunsogo, Papalanto, and some other mini grids in different parts of Abia State. But I must state that this new composite project, comprising of a 2x60MVA, 132x33 kVA substations for Abeokuta, Line B extension works at Papalanto, and old Abeokuta 132, 33 kVA substations, a 1x60MVA transformer upgrade at Ota, a 132x33 kVA substation, and a new 77.5 kilometer 132 kVA double circuit line, replacing the old and worn-out single circuit line between Ota, Papalanto, and old Abeokuta right up to the new Abeokuta substation, is a major leap and a big development toward the next level agenda of the Osibanjo administration. Let me therefore commend the Niger Delta Power Holding Company Limited for the successful completion of this project. Some may wonder at the huge euphoria that were attached to this project. Our delight is derived from the fact that this project will be a boost to administration's building our future together agenda. As a government, we are irrevocably committed to providing focused and qualitative governance that will create an enabling environment for a public-private sector partnership, which we believe is fundamental to the creation of an enduring economic development and individual prosperity of the people of Ogun State.
NDPSC currently contributes about 37% of installed generation capacity to the grid in Nigeria. However, over 3,000 of this installed capacity is stranded, as our average daily dispatch by the system operator is 700 megawatts, owing to what is termed massive load rejection by distribution company. This underscores why we're here today, why NDPSC is intervening in transmission projects. NDPSC is intervening in distribution projects to improve the capacity of the transmission company and the distribution companies to serve Nigerians. Your Excellencies, in transmission projects, NDPSC has contributed to the transmission grid system and has transformed the hitherto radial 330 kV, 132 kV grid into a more robust grid system. We now have a better network with provision of alternative power flow routes, which now serve as redundancies and which has resulted in a more reliable and stable grid in Nigeria. Of note in this respect are the commission which we have done of the 220 kilometer long 33 kV double circuit lines, providing alternative supply routes into Abuja and FCT, and a host of other transmission stations we have done, including the 12 circuit transmission station which we built at Ikotekwene to marshal all the power from Calabar, Afam, Aloji, Kotabas power plants, and from this hub, over 800 kilometers long double circuit lines emanate as power backbone to flow power from Ikotekwene to up to Jos and the northeast through Ugwaji and Makurdi in Enugu and Benue states. We've completed several transmission projects as well as the generation projects we've completed. I don't want to bore you with the numbers. Between May, but more importantly, between May 2015 and now, under the administration of His Excellency, President Buhari, about 30 major NIPP transmission projects inherited by the administration have been completed by NDPSC, while over 70 distribution projects, old and new, have also been completed across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country.
That we have with NDPSC, we completed our rehabilitation of the old Abeokuta substation about 6 months ago, but we waited for this time so that we can jointly commission the project together, because it's a collaboration between us and them. Because if NDPSC did not complete the line from Ota to this place, that is complete the double circuit line from Ota to this place, and this place to all Abeokuta, there's no way that we can get maximum benefit from the upgrading of the substation we did in all Abeokuta. So that's the reason why we jointly did this collaboration together. Your Excellency, you are aware that when you took over power, transmission was the weakest link in the power value chain. As of today, transmission is not the weak link. In fact, we cannot say we have solved all the problem of transmission, but you know that any problem we have in transmission, we have a solution to it, which will take place either today or tomorrow or in the near future. So we have raised the capacity of transmission from what it used to be at 7,000, 5,000 when we took over, to 8,100 at the last simulation we did in December 2018. And since then, you have seen all the capacities that we are adding, including those that are coming from NDPSC. Sir, we have raised $1.661 billion so far in investment in transmission. And we are putting N-1 across the country. That means anywhere you have need for 60 MVA, we are putting 60 times 2. And all the lines that are radial, we are making them loop. Under that project, we have raised $460 million from the World Bank, which you have approved at the Federal State Executive Council. We have raised $500 million from AFD. We have raised $410 million from African Development Bank, and we have raised $238 million from JICA, Japanese International. And so we have also raised the highest grant that have ever been received in the power sector. We got €25 million grant from European Union, and $30 million from JICA, another $21 million from JICA. So this is what we are doing, sir. And we have also changed the qualification criteria for doing projects in such a way that the mistake that happened in the past, where we met 800 containers in the port, stranded sometime more than 15 years, will not happen again under your administration. I can clearly tell you, Your Excellency, since we came in, there is no single container that came when we are here that we have not recovered. And out of the 800 containers that have been stranded, sir, we have recovered 775 as at last week. So this is what we are doing, sir. Now, part of the project we are doing, there are clearly some of them that are around this site. And one of the projects that clearly we intervene in this site is what we call Lagos Ogun Transmission Project. Your Excellency, that project is putting power at the heart of the industrial base of Nigeria. The most industrialized part of Nigeria is the side between Ogun and Lagos, where we have most of the industries that are feeding the industrial base of Nigeria. Sir, between this region, we are putting 4 330 kV substations between this region. And those 4 330 kV substations are located in this place. One at Ogijo, another one beside Mountain on Fire, another one at New Abara, and another one at a place called Osibanjo. Then there's another one that we are doing, 132 we are doing behind Redeem, and also at Badagry, we are putting 132. So this project has been designed, completed. The right of way, payment of the compensation for right of way have been determined, and with BPP for certification. And the design has been completed. So the final mission is going to take place in October, and then we will launch the procurement of the project. That project is financed by JICA. Under the NETAP also, we have the fund that is coming from the World Bank. That aspect is coming from the World Bank will also intervene in existing substations, including some of the substations that are around this area. Particularly, that project will rehabilitate all the existing substations that are in Lagos, including all the GIS substations in Lagos. Will upgrade places like Alagbong and Lekki by 100%, and all the substations, including those ones we are commissioning here.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube for more information on the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN.